Oh Lord. Alright. Both phones up. So I am talking to you guys, but I may be talking to the T gang on. I hate that it went the wrong ways. But it is what it is. Do we send you the logo and you make the transfers? Soon there will be a website up. Currently the website's down, and I will reach back out to you, Glams and things, soon as everything is situated. As I'm sure, are you a friend of mine? Do you have a different name? And if so, or if not, please follow me on YouTube and or Facebook. All of them is Mike T's. But I got scolded because I go by Mike T's Grizzly Customs, Grizzly 81. Yes, a lot of different names, but if you know Mike T's and you know me, then you know what it is. What's going on? T-shirt side hustle, how you doing? Appreciate you, Glams and things. So the question I got asked is, would you bleach tie-dye shirts and make money off of it? I had told the person no, because I was already doing a bunch of stuff. And I got to thinking about it, like, man, I could do that, or have one of my kids do that. If you guys don't know, I do have 10 children. One of my daughters could have did that for me. But I wasn't thinking right then and there, and I just instantly shut it down. Like, no, I was just doing this as a test. And then the quality, the way it changes on different shirts. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Like, if you use a gilding, you get a certain turnout with that bleach dye. If you use a shirt like that you got from, I don't know, let's say roses are from one of them other mysterious places like OSC, the color, it looked orange on there, but this is actually gray. It didn't come out like this type right here. Which was shocking. The best results came from another shirt that was completely unbranded altogether. If I had to guess, it had to have been a comfort wash. The gilding didn't come out too bad neither. It's kind of a busy pattern. But y'all want to know the one mistake that I made when I was doing these? And I made a whole video about it, and I didn't know till after the daggone video. Yeah, I like the stripe effect. Something different, something you don't always see. What's going on, YouTube? T-Gang, what is going on? Sorry for the stand-up view. Look kind of crazy. Cowboy Muse. Talking about the different variations that I use while I'm pressing these SUPACOLOR transfers and the bleach, and how it came out on different types of shirts. On again with Andre Glenn. What's up with you, man? I ain't seen you in a while. Hope all is well. And I appreciate your service, sir. But y'all see that pattern on there? That pattern is fire. I ain't seen nobody else doing nothing like that. Now, a lot of people have shirts like this, but they don't got this type of pattern. It look kind of busy, I guess you could say. That's what my wife said. And it can kind of take away from whatever it is that you're putting on it. But I like it. It's different. It stands out. The point that I'm trying to make, though, is bleach on black shirts, especially different shirts. This one was a gilding. So, of course, it had that nice turnout. It's not consistent. It's a good and a bad thing. It's a good and a bad thing for two reasons. This I can probably do consistently, because I'm going to let you use your imagination how I got that. In this straight motion, like at an angle. And if it dropped, it just happened to drop. And there was extra little spots. But when I tried to do it on this one, it didn't come out like that. And once again, this is a generic OSC shirt. I don't even know what OSC brand is. And with George, you can't get it. So hopefully y'all following me. I know I'm all over the place with it, but I'm just trying to explain to y'all what's going on. This one is definitely darker. This camera might just be darker altogether. Let me see if I set up here with this one. Yes, sir. You got to get yourself out the slump, man. It happens like that periodically, and a lot of people don't like to talk about it. I just went through a slump, even though I don't show it on camera. I've been kind of going through some things myself over here. I think what it is it's just such a 9 to 5 that we don't treat it like a 9 to 5, and then when we typically get on the camera and we start talking, it kind of feels, everything feels like work. You're not finding the fun in it. Because before, we do this stuff out of fun. I don't know about you, Andre Glenn, but I know me doing shirts, I was very excited to see that created the end result, pretty much. Even excited for the mess ups. The mess up I have right here. I don't know how, but excited. Sometimes when you're doing stuff and it's every day and it's always the same, whether it is just pressing shirts or coming up with something, some sort of graphic, or even layering, all of that, it can become mundane. It can become, I don't know, like that rabbit wheel that keep turning and turning and turning. You just want to step off sometimes. Like, let me take a break from this. It's driving me crazy. The fun has escaped away from it. We get back to it being fun and, you know, enjoying ourselves while we do this. It won't feel so much as like a job. Late night with Stacy. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. It's been a long time. What kind of blanks are you using? Well, for this job in particular, there's an assortment of blanks. There's not one blank. OSC, which I believe I grabbed from Rose's or maybe Ross's, I'm not too sure. And I'm looking two different ways because I'm on Instagram Live. I'm about to get off of Instagram Live and solely focus on my YouTube. But let me explain the blanks that I'm using real quick. And honestly, I don't know how many different blanks I'm using, but I know it's a assortment. Alright, so we got the Athletic Works Walmart brand. I will shout out the store if I do remember. Athletic Works Walmart brand. That's the results right there. Yeah, I went bleach crazy on the front and then didn't do too much action on the back. Didn't really like how this one turned out. Athletic Works Walmart. George brand. George brand, what I'm wearing. Walmart, another Walmart shirt. You can get fairly cheap right now. I believe they're $2, especially for the crew neck. So head to your local Walmart, go grab you some, experiment with them. Let me know how they turn out. Walmart. Gilding brand. Now, this particular gilding came from Hobby Lobby. As you guys know, I go to Hobby Lobby a lot. However, I did buy a box of gildings that came from bulk t-shirts, and I did buy another box of t-shirts that came from Shirt Max. The best one out of all of them, if you don't want like big blotches like this, because I thought this was the best until I did the daggone gilding. The gilding, for some odd reason, seems to be one of the best ones. But the number one is the Hanes Comfort Wash. The colors kind of disappear and it leaves a vibrant color afterwards, like in the bleach spot. I don't actually have the shirt on me, but the shirt, the where it's bleached at, is more vibrant. There's more color to it. Way better. Now, as far as regular tie-dye go, I tried to bleach these too. And these are gilding, heavy cotton, just like the other ones. They made a little light impression on here. The darkness is from Fashion Film and from Tulip Color Spray. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like a dye for shirts. And I'm doing this. I thought the younger generation, or maybe some of the kids, would want the browns with this on it, some sort of different pattern other than your traditional. So I initially called these shirts tri-dye. Tri-dye because they had the bleach, then they had the tulip, and it had the fashion spray. 3 different dyes. My iPhone quality is muy bueno. My Android quality, I look a little grainy, a little fuzzy. I don't know what's going on, Samsung. We updated yesterday. Let's get this together. My mother had a stroke. Oh, sorry to hear about that. This is on again with Andre Glenn on YouTube. She can't use her hand or walk anymore, and they thought she had dementia. Wow, I remember it's back though. Praise the Lord. Sending prayer energies, and you know, at this time, the only thing we can't do is pray. And I'm not too proud to stop and pray with you. If you need to reach out, bro, and talk to me personally, we can always do that. Like I said, I'm sending healing energies, and I have a couple family members that had a stroke, so you can't say get well soon, but you can say that we're gonna take it one day at a time, and I definitely gonna keep her in my prayers, bro. But back to the tri-dye. As you can see, it when I dyed it with the bleach, that's where I was the most upset. Then I had to come back with another something. So I got fashion spray a couple years ago, and that was from Vinyl Supply Unlimited. Then I went to Walmart and I seen Tulip Color Shop. And I'm like, tulips everywhere. Let's try them out. So I coined the term tri-dye. Also with this dyeing methods, I went with some more gildings, but they were white and they were plain. And one of my I'm gonna find this comment. I think I'm gonna repost it. I think it was it's not Graphic Warehouse. It was somebody that follows me. I had a shirt like this, which it does look kind of crazy if you look at it. But the orange is hitting through there. The orange is hitting through there. Just a little bit. So I'm gonna put that Browns logo on this. I like how different it do look though. I gotta get an A for effort, y'all. Y'all gotta give me some type of credit points towards that. Then I had tried a tie-dye method that I wanted to repeat. So this is how it came out the first time. And you can kind of see where it's been tied off and how I dyed it. Still gonna be a cold Cleveland Browns 1-on-1. Front, back. I really liked how that came out because you could just see all the different color variations. But the person that left a comment on one of my videos said he couldn't get caught walking down the street with this shirt. The cops will pull him over because it looked like he did something he had no business doing. But I really like how this one came out. And this is the same as the one I just showed you, just with a little bit more color using the same method. So it's the same shirt as this one, just more color. And I'm really feeling it. By the way, all white shirts were gilded, heavyweight cotton, or ultra cotton I should say, Hobby Lobby. So hopefully I answered a couple questions. I apologize to my YouTube family, my T-gang, because y'all can't see the clarity like you can on my iPhone. But nonetheless, it still should come out fire. You guys have any other questions for me? Alright, so Instagram fam. Okay, hold on. On again with Andre Glenn, I appreciate that. Much love. I know you said you was in a little slump yourself. I'm Contactable, yeah, for sure, for sure. I may just be reaching out, bruh. It's been a slump. What's up, T-shirt man, Los? Just with the way everything has been going. I feel like that DMX song. I can't even really quote it because my stuff is very family friendly. But let's just say I had some jobs lined up that didn't fall through because of a certain situation, and it threw me in a slump. Appreciate that. On again, Andre Glenn. You going hard on that tie dye? Yes, sir. Just explain the different tie dyes, and I even invented a new one, tri dye, which is the 3 different dyes in one method. So that's what your boy's been up to. Really, literally, just super pressing all these super color gang sheet transfers. Shout out to super color once again. And no, this is not the only NFL team I'm gonna have. Just waiting for the rest of them to come through. Appreciate you, T-shirt man, Los. Appreciate you. Bar, what is going on? How are you doing this evening? I'm just talking about a couple of the tie dyes and pressing some shirts, even though I ain't really pressed no shirts since I started running my mouth. Yeah, man, it's a lot of different things that's going on. Just a slump, man. Just every time I want to call it quits, I think about them children staring up at me. Now my grandchildren staring up at me. My parents. All of those that depend on me. Sometimes it gets stressing. Not to say that anybody else's stress is either worse or less. But just being in this whole creative thing, this whole print t-shirt industry, and at times it can be a little bit like, Cookie Creations was on earlier, and she got some transfers from us, and I gotta say, fire. She knocked out 50 shirts in an hour and 30 minutes. And the transfers that I was talking about with Cookie Creations are direct-to-film transfers. But if you are on Instagram, I'm about to go full-time on YouTube. I greatly appreciate my Instagram fam, and I appreciate you guys rocking with me. T-shirt man, Los, you know we got to chop it up, man. It's been a minute. We got to get on the horn, yap it out a little bit. But if you're on Instagram, follow me on YouTube because I'm getting ready to get off of my Instagram. Peace, Instagram. Yeah, we ain't never gonna stop hustling. Los, you already know. For sure, for sure. Post there. And now. So, doing the social media, let's talk about this real quick while I'm closing this out. Barb, what you say? Hot here, 85 and still hazy from the wildfire in Canada. Wow. Prayers out to them as well. That haze had came all the way to New York. I had seen a couple of things. Well, I don't know if that was from Canada. I'm not too sure where that came from, but it looked pretty crazy in New York. And New York is a state over that way, so it's right next to us. I'm thinking we gonna have orange sky from the smoke or something, but it didn't reach Canton, Ohio. Social media in itself, and I've talked about this with 12 Long Apparel several times and with other influencers or with other people that's in the same space as I am, is a full-time job. Sometimes you'll be so into it, you'll lose focus around you with everything else going on because you're trying to post here, post there, post here, post there. And if you're like me, I'm multi-social media. So I'm on Clapper, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And it's a full-time job, y'all. Literally a full-time job. So a lot of times I schedule posts out and they may not drop when they're supposed to, or they may drop early or late. I don't care. As long as the content is coming. But they say you're supposed to get paid off of it. My only issue is with this. And for YouTube too. Hopefully YouTube don't get too upset. A 0.1 cent out of every 1,000 views. Let's make that make sense. So if I'm only getting a 0.1 cent out of every 1,000 views, and I'm pretty sure this is like this across all social medias, it's something ridiculous. You're only getting paid a half of a half of a half, or a quarter, or a percent of a quarter, not the full quarter. Why do you have us do and jump over as many hurdles as we have to for 0.01%? There should be no watch hours. If you mean to tell me at the end of my accomplishment that I'm gonna get 1 cent per 1,000 views, a 0.1 cent. I keep saying 1 cent because ain't even a 0.1 cent out of reaching the threshold and jumping over all the loops and having all the people engaged with my channel. Why do I only get a fraction of a half? Where does the rest of the money go to? Of course YouTube wants people to have more creators and more companies, and they want you to do a whole bunch of extra stuff. But I'm saying, for a person that's trying to make sense out of it, I've been on YouTube since 2019. And not that I should be disclosing, but I don't have a problem with disclosing. My checks from YouTube be about $150, $200, y'all. That's half of a bill, or a quarter of a bill that I could pay with a YouTube check. As much as I put on YouTube, you would think I would be up there. Now, they say the payouts used to be a lot better before COVID. I could somewhat see that, but then again, I can't see that. Because you got to think, a lot of people was down and out during COVID. That meant a whole bunch of new entrepreneurs. A whole bunch of people flocking to YouTube to make a check. A whole bunch of what people was thinking was going to be a gold mine. I never got on YouTube to make money. First of all, let me get that out. I only got on YouTube because it was suggested to me. I was explaining to my daughter, and if you've heard this story, you're going to hear it millions of more times. I was explaining to my daughter what it is that I do here. I make shirts. Alexa, you need to pay attention. Oh, Dad, you sound good. You need to be on video. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever, Alexis, just pay attention, because if something go left, I need you to know what I'm doing here so you can secure. She's like, okay, but she's recording now. I'm laughing, whatever, being goofy, but still talking to her in a stern voice. I get done explaining everything. She edited up the video. Voila, Mike's on YouTube. That's how it came to be for me to be on YouTube. Now, being on YouTube since 2019, this is 2023. You would think your boy would be making more than $200 off of YouTube. I don't care about saying it because it's not my main income. Is it supplemental income? Passive income? Does this income help? Of course. A quarter is a quarter. A penny is a penny. 0.1% is a 0.1%, no matter how you slice it. I'm simply saying, why do you have us jumping over hurdles for the 0.1%? If I was going to get paid thousands of dollars, okay, now I see an hour threshold or whatever demands that you guys have set in place. And sorry I went off on a tangent. I digress. I was supposed to be here talking about the tie-dye, but this has been irking me. And this is a little bit partially why I've been in the slump. Speaking especially to Andre Gleam. So I'm putting all these hours into putting content on Clapper, which is a social media website. If you guys haven't heard, it's supposed to be the next best thing next to TikTok. That's Clapper. I'm on Clapper. Then I'm on TikTok. And I'm on YouTube, and I'm making different stories and different videos and different angles with the lights and all this extra stuff to try to accumulate a check now. See, when I first started, it wasn't about the money. But then I seen that you can make $4,000 to $5,000 to $10,000 a month. I'm just wondering, how many people do I have to have? How many followers do I have to have? Or what is it specifically that I got to have going on to reach 1,000, let alone 4,000 to 5,000 or 10,000 a month? Because you guys see me. I know you see me. I see myself. I can't get on none of these social medias and not see myself because I'm constantly posting. So that means my stuff is getting circulated, or well, I should say generated or pushed to people's For You pages. I know my stuff is at the top of a lot of these pages, but there's no residual income coming from it. Now, yeah, you can tap a Patreon to it. You can slap a Cash App tag to it. You can do all types of other things, like make sure you're selling. But I don't really want to sell to my audience that's just watching me for knowledge, if that makes any sense. But if I can get paid from the institution that's taking my videos and pushing them across thousands of different screens for people to look at, then I think TikTok deserves that owes me a check. I think YouTube owes me a check. At some point, Clapper's going to owe me a check. I understand maybe in the future I might be a quadruple billionaire from being on all of these, but right now, right now, shit, excuse my language. You guys heard what I said. I can't be too dependent on the social media, even though I spend a lot of time on social media, but not as much time as people would think. Just as sure as I'm sitting here for this hour to chop it up with you guys, several other things have been done. And it's just been a simple bam, 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 upload, get back to work. But if I'm driving traffic, why not getting paid from it? You know the most craziest thing about it is people know how to make money and they'll never tell you. Not that they have to tell you. I'm one of those people that if I learn something new, I want to share. I want to see other people grow from it. I want to see if it worked for you like it worked for me, or if it worked better for you than it did for me. Hence the term that I always say, I make the mistake so you don't have to. I'm just titling this, y'all. And for those that do or don't make money on social media, do you feel like it's a waste of your time at times? I feel like it's a waste of my time at times. I thought I already shared it. What else do I got to do? All right. Share. Bam. All right. That's enough fiddling around with this. And y'all, I do apologize for the grainy way. I'm not too sure if I look grainy to y'all, but I know looking through this camera lens, it look horrible. Horrible. 12, what up? What up? What up? I was just talking about social media and it potential to be paying us out. 12 will tell you, we've been on here for 48 years. And they talking about paying us a 0.01% for every 1,000 views. We come on here every week. And we basically are the voice of the crafting community. So we come on every week. And this is still on subject with what I'm talking about. Just a different scenario. We come on every week. Every Thursday, unless something pop up, then we might be on a different day. This has been consecutively for 3 years straight, with maybe a month break. And we bring on people that speak about the printing industry, people that's just getting into the printing industry, gems on how to sell some of the most valuable things, or how to get your Etsy popping, or any of your websites popping. And you would think that we would have the white check marks next to our name. Hasn't happened yet. There's something wrong with the analytics. There's something wrong with the way that we are being viewed as the people that's bringing the content. And I'm saying the same thing that's probably been already said a million different ways. But at some point in time, it has to add up. It has to be beneficial. I can honestly say right now, 12 and I are doing it for the love of doing this. Because if it was about a paycheck, Squad Creative Podcast wouldn't have been here a long time ago. We would have made it that first couple of months and fizzled out like everybody else. That's just real talk. But we love what we do, so we are very consistent. So whether it's 1, 0, 12, 58, 4, 6, whatever it is, we always there. And we always try to bring the show. We talk about people's journeys, how they got into the game. The print industry is what I'm talking about. Some of the hardships they have faced, copyright infringement, trademark infringement. Even little sneak tips that'll help you advance in your store. Use baby clothes, not just adult t-shirts. All sorts of stuff that can help you elevate and grow in your business. And like I said, if it was about a paycheck, we'd have been done a long time ago. A lot of these gyms would have never seen the day of light. 12, I don't know about you, but I'd be amazed. Sometimes I just go back through the catalog and just look at all the people that we've talked to. I'm not boasting, I'm not bragging. I'm just in awe at what's been going on since 2020. Since COVID hit and COVID left. Well, it really never technically left, but since it hit. And a lot of people have recognized. Shout out to the people that do recognize us. Shout out to those that come on the show and tell their story, their life journey, and drop those helpful hints, tips, and tricks to help the next person out. Greatly salute and greatly appreciate you. But my main point being is, if this was about money, YouTube played us, TikTok played us, Clapper played us, and any other social media that's giving 0.1% for every 1,000 views. Another buttery peel, y'all. I mean, how do y'all feel about that? I feel like as long as they're gonna keep doing it, let them do it. We ain't gonna have to pay them for it. But now we at a point to where, hey, we need some type of check, some type of compensation for all this time being spent. Sorry, the door is still open. Yes, I'm still at the store, and it's almost 8 o'clock, and I should be on my way home grabbing dinner. It's 7:28, Lord. Let me see. So, I trip out that every day because I forget people. But we didn't interview so many people out here, it's hard to count back. And I know we say we ain't past 300 episodes, but I swear I feel like we passed 300 episodes. If you think about all of them times that we went consistently every day of the week when we was doing Squad Creative Podcasts or Squad Talks, some of them times we went on live, bro, about 4 or 5 times a week. Not every other week or once or twice a month. I'm talking about a week. Count all the way back then to now. On again, off again, on again with Andre Glenn. I'm going to shorten that up, Andre, and just call you Andre, bro. I feel like you don't always get out what you put into social media. That part for sure, for sure, for sure. I don't feel like it's a waste of time because each video helps somebody somewhere. That's the crosshairs right there, right? And if I said what I said truly when I first started, I wasn't in it for money. But now I know somebody else is making money off it. Kind of deteriorates and unmotivates a person to hop on camera because I'm the one providing the value. I'm the one providing the content. Why is somebody else getting paid for what it is that I'm doing? That's a selfish way to look at it, I know. Oh, they're providing the platform. The platform is what we make it. I say it's all bull bleep. Miss Stacy, I agree with you wholeheartedly. It is. YouTube don't get salty at me. YouTube do shadow ban and they block folks from reaching petite or peaks and greatnesses. I don't want to get blocked. It makes it kind of hard too to stick with one thing. For instance, I'll get coined the term, you're a social media influencer to a certain extent. You know who I consider social media influencers? It's those that's really getting paid for the content that they put out. A CJ So Cool, a Mr. Beast, the one dude, Rich Rebuilds, folks like that. Them are real influencers. No, I'm going with that crazy looking tie-dye shirt right here. And this couldn't just be a corner here. It had to be a full chest with the Cleveland Browns. Oh yeah, and speaking on tie-dye, since I got my homeboy on here, he did hit me to some game. I made a mistake in which I was trying to get to early on what shirt? These shirts. So I was happy, I was giddy about tie-dyeing, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get it on camera because I made this mistake on camera, so on camera I must fix it. Well, it came to my attention, because I am fairly new to this, that you're not supposed to wash in fabric softener. It's just supposed to be cold water, leave it alone. Your boy washed it some Tide, and shout out to 12, because he hit me like, bro, that's a lawsuit. What if somebody allergic to Tide? And I ain't think about it. So I'm trying to right my wrongs. In my next couple of shorts, when I'm doing my bleach videos, I'm going to talk about this, so you guys are going to hear it again. But I'm going to speak on the mistake that I made. And I'm glad I caught it early before I started doing the whole box. Because all of these smell Tide fresh. And I'm like, yeah, these is clean. They too clean. You can't have no daggone soap in here. Rinse with cold water, y'all. Keep it simple. Stupid. That's why I should have stuck to the KISS method. I had it up there on the wall and I ignored it. But once again, I was too geeked. Thank God I didn't do these with these other ones. Like my first batch, I did them right. The second batch, I was so into my head, I don't know. I don't know what said. Might go to the laundromat and wash them. And even make a video. But we learn from our mistakes. My fault, y'all. I'm winding this up. But yeah, I don't get this social media. It does help. It helps a lot of folks. But they don't pay like they should. And I just had to speak on it. Because it's irritating. And if you guys didn't hear, at the subscriber count that I have now, I'm probably like 43. It's to the public, so when you go on my channel, you could definitely see it. Double rinse, you should be good to go. I know, but the second one that I did that was bleach, I kept smelling bleach real strong. So it was driving me crazy. And it could have just been the bottle of bleach. Ooh, that came out crispy, y'all. I'll show you. It could have just been that I had like bleach on my hands or something. You see that? Can you see that in there even though my phone is grainy? But it smelled like Clorox. I'm talking about anytime I inhale, it smelled like Clorox. So I was like, I gotta go wash these shirts. And then I used the Tide to try to get rid of the bleach smell, and then that's when I was told, you ain't supposed to be using no type of laundry detergent. I knew, but I forgot. So in a hurry to get them done. So I'm about to I got 2 more topics to hit. Oh Lord, I didn't cut into my daggone thing. Oh well. We still gonna use them. Got 2 more topics to hit, then I'm hopping up off of here. One being, we are live tomorrow with Do Dream On, Shanita Nicole. That's Do Dream On. If you don't know who she is, I suggest y'all get acquainted with her. Do Dream On is on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all the other social medias like us as well. She can come and speak to us about her story, how she got into the business, And I hope to see you guys there. That's tomorrow night. Well, nighttime for me. Evening for you guys. Or should I say mid-evening? Before evening. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Do dream on. So y'all come on with y'all your convo questions and things that you want to ask. We will definitely be live. We had stopped doing from a fat little kid that got a kick out of life. Do apologize to everybody that was online with me. That was my wife. Whenever she calls, I answer the phone. I don't play around with that. Um, yes, 12. I will hit you when I get free. I like that you had the directions to watch correctly and ignore it. I did, but I don't know. I was scatterbrained with it for a moment. To be honest with you, I can show you guys now if I'm off the phone with my wife. But here's the front of the shirt, and here is the bag, which I like the way this came out. Like, this is my favorite. Now, despite them telling me it looked like a horror story or something off of Halloween, stop that, people. This is fire. This is fuego. It's unique. It's original. It's one of a kind. Picasso of my time. I'm playing. Let me see and make sure I miss no comments. Rebecca Towns, how are you doing? I missed you. I am so sorry about that. I was on here running my mouth. And Cowboy Muse. Okay, make sure I ain't miss nothing. We Gucci. Yeah, let me I'm gonna finish pressing these up, and I might go live tonight from the living room so you guys can check me out. If you have any questions or if you have any opinions, please drop a comment. I want to know if how you guys feel about this monetization program. I'm not dissing YouTube. I'm just saying we got to do better. 0.01% for every 1,000 views. How you feel about it? Like I said, drop a comment. Greatly appreciate you guys. Until the next one, peace.